What if everything you've been told about American confidence was completely wrong? Millions of Europeans arrived expecting arrogance, but many left with a totally different story. Before we reveal what surprised them most, make sure you subscribe now, because this channel uncovers the real stories the headlines never tell. If you enjoy discovering surprising truths and unforgettable moments, you're in the right place. Now, here's what caught everyone off guard. Instead of fake confidence, many visitors discovered a culture that encourages people to dream bigger, speak boldly, and believe opportunities are always within reach. That mindset wasn't just seen in successful people, it appeared everywhere, from small-town businesses to ordinary conversations, leaving countless visitors wondering if confidence itself was America's hidden superpower.
One of the criticisms that many Americans receive from Europeans is that Americans think that the US is the center of the world, the center of the universe, that we're just so important and we have an oversized view of ourselves. And I don't think that they're necessarily wrong, right? Like growing up in the US, I was inundated by an extreme level of American nationalism, American patriotism, where even me, I basically thought that most things, most companies, products, services were American until proven otherwise. For example, I thought Spotify and Angry Birds were American things until I realized that they were not. At the same time, it's quite true that the US is one of those countries that contributes a lot in terms of culture, cultural imperialism, as some people like to say, with our movies and our music and our TV shows. We're one of those countries that are probably top one, top three in terms of cultural imperialism. But it begs the question, does it really matter that we export our culture, our TV shows, movies, music, when we don't seem to care about the poorest amongst us, right? With lack of education, lack of access to higher education, healthcare, shelter, an extreme number of homeless people, etc. You compare that to other countries around the world that have a very much reduced homelessness population that provides education, access to higher education, universities, and healthcare, but maybe not contribute as much in terms of the world cultural impact, right? In terms of movies, music, TV shows, etc. What is really more important in a society? Helping the least amongst us, like certain countries in Europe, like they do in Denmark or Sweden or Norway, or having a huge cultural impact like the US? I guess it depends on what your priorities are.
I don't actually think that Americans are more confident. And after spending the last 2 months of my life in Miami, I think most people get this completely wrong. So when I first came to Miami, which was in 2017, I remember I was on South Beach and I was seeing people making TikToks, recording. A lot of the guys were shirtless. People were networking, complimenting each other. They'll start random conversations with myself. And it made me think, yo, everyone is so confident around here. Americans are more comfortable with putting themselves out there before they feel ready. Whereas back home in the UK, we spend a lot more time worrying about what other people think. What if people judge me? What if I look cringe? What if I embarrass myself? As someone who doesn't have this UK mindset where I've been doing my own thing for a long time, I really don't care about what other people think, I've realized you gain confidence from doing these things that you question if they're going to embarrass you or not. So it's a lesson to you people from London and the UK to stop thinking like that. Do you be American in that regard, where you just don't care about what other people think and you're just living yours, right? So yeah, I don't believe Americans to be naturally born more confident. I simply believe it's rooted in their culture, where they just don't care about what other people think. Whereas people back in the UK and Europe care so much about what other people think that they're too afraid to go and chase what they want.
And years, Europeans have taken the piss out of America. They're so loud, they're so rude, they're so stupid. Why is everything so big? Why do they love their country so much? All of those people right now are eating their words. Because of the World Cup, people who wouldn't normally go to America are going to America. I am seeing reaction videos everywhere. People are loving it. They are loving the food, they're loving the culture, they're loving the people, they're loving the size of everything. People are starting to understand how amazing America truly is, rather than just listening to the media and what other people have told them. Once you truly experience America, you won't want to go anywhere else in the world. And I'm loving this for you Americans. People are bigging up America so much, especially the showmanship. Eagles flying around stadiums, music, dirt bikes doing flips, like insane. I love it. I'm happy for you guys, Americans. For years and years, Europeans have taken the piss out of America. They're so loud, they're so rude, they're so stupid. Why is everything so big? Why do they love their country so much? All of those people right now are eating their words. Because of the World Cup, people who wouldn't normally go to America are going to America. I am seeing reaction videos everywhere. People are loving it. They are loving the food.
I feel like the American confidence gets a lot of criticism, but it's something that I've really appreciated as a foreigner. We were literally just walking Venice Beach and Joe sneezes and some guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, bless you." And then as we're walking along the beach, this lady comes up to me and she approaches me in such a familiar, friendly way that I genuinely thought she was talking to someone else. And she said "Oh my God, I love your shirt." And by the time she'd kind of walked off, I kind of realized, oh shit, she was talking to me. And I turned around and quickly said thank you. But it was just the way she approached me. It was so easy. And it was like she was talking to a friend of hers, which is like...
Something I noticed about America that I really liked is the fact that everywhere you go, there are American flags being hung up proudly. In the UK, I never see a Great British flag. Rarely ever, almost never. What is that about? Are we not proud of our country? I don't think we are proud of the UK anymore. Good for you Americans, standing up, supporting your country, flags everywhere. We're not doing a very good job over here in Britain. We need to sort ourselves out. We need to get our British flags flying high back in support of the country, you know what I'm saying? Americans have got something right. We need to get on board and copy them. Be proud of our country. What's the word? Patriotic. Come on. The sheer sizes of the flags that they were flying in America, insane. We need to sort ourselves out, Britain. In other news, I turn 29 tomorrow. Crazy. 29.
Guys are way more confident than British people, and often I've noticed that confidence is paired with very little skill. And to me, that takes bravery, doesn't it? Anyone can be confident with a skill to back it up, but you guys are loud and proud, even when you have no clue what you're doing.
One of the things I really love about Americans is how confident they are, and it seems to be something that's ingrained in Americans from a really young age. So when we moved to America last year, me and my husband and the 3 children were all quite reserved. We're quite quiet people. We're shy, we're introverted, apart from being around each other. But since coming over here and being around people that are just so confident, it's really obvious how different we've been raised to just be quiet, don't show off, don't be too loud, don't talk about yourself, be wary approaching people. But I've really noticed a change in my 3 children. So they are attending a school and they have lessons in being confident and presenting. So even well, she's now 5, but even my 4-year-old, when she started transitional kindergarten, they had her on a weekly basis presenting to the class, saying, "Hi, this is my name, this is what I'm going to talk about," and they get graded on how loud they speak, how clearly they speak, what they can improve on. And I guess it's kind of like show and tell that we had in the UK, but that kind of fizzled out, and I remember it being optional as well. This is being in an American school, they really are expected to do this. And it's also when you go to like children's playgrounds and parks, a lot of the children will come up to my children and be like, hey, my name's so and so, would you like to play with me? And my kids at first were a bit like, oh, and really nervous and shy and didn't know what to say. But now they're like, yeah, my name is so and so and let's play. But when we first moved out here, it was really weird, and now that's not the case. And I've really noticed that my 3 children are becoming more confident, and it's great to see them coming out of their shell. I don't think it's going to be something me and my husband will change, because we've had 40 years of being told and learning not to be confident, being reserved and quite quiet. And yeah, but I do like it. I think it's really good. I think it's great that the children are learning to be confident and to go up to other people and say, this is my name, this is what I do, to take up space and just be confident. I really like it.